spotlight? Can I get a spotlight? There it is. We got a spotlight right here, shining down. It looks a mess. Ooh. Okay, hi everyone. How are you? My name is Joy Lamont and welcome back to my channel. I'm always sitting around my room complaining about what artists should and shouldn't be doing. So today I'm just gonna go ahead and record my thoughts. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. First artist we're gonna talk about is Meg The Stallion. Meg, we all love Meg. She's totally our fave. Megan has not been doing exactly what I want her to do, neither sonically or visually. When she did a collab with Maroon 5, I absolutely loved the way that song sounded. I just feel like it was fun, it was light, it was like melodious. I want her to bring more of that into her work. I know this is Maroon 5 song and she was just featured on it, but I want Meg to have more of that type of sound in her music. I also would like her to sound like Nicki on The Crying Game. It is like so raw and it's like you hear that emotion that Nicki has in the song, and I'm missing that from Megan. I want more emotion from Megan, and I absolutely love the way that Megan looks when she's wearing like little to no makeup. I think her face is gorgeous. I mean, look at this. The key word for Megan right now is just less. I feel like with Megan, less is more. I just want her to be like hardly any makeup on. I don't know, what do we want? What do we want? Do you want to be at the beach? You know what? Let's be in the meadows. I want Megan to be in the meadows. I want Megan to be just fresh and just free. Megan is fresh and free. Yes, yes, yes. I just want a more stripped down, raw, emotionally in touch version of her. And so yeah, and then I'll be totally happy. Okay, next artist is Doja. Doja's been on fire in the last couple years, like not gonna lie. She's an oddball. She is quirky. She's weird, and I think she needs to lean more into the weirdness. We see some of that in this is I wanna tell you, na, 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 na. That song, like we see that here, and then in this shot with her like tangled up in wires looking a mess. She did a collab with SZA recently that I didn't love because it felt too toned down for me and it felt too safe. And I think overall, that's what I feel about her. I feel like she's been just way too safe. I want her to just come out of her comfort zone more. So what picture can I like make her stick out in? This one, I guess. Okay, now look at this mess. Now what is going on? We just gonna go with it. We're just gonna roll with it. Let's find. She lost her hair. Let's find some hair. Okay, all right. Okay, we found a wig. We found a cute wig for her. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so like I want her to, so like when I think of her, I think of like Lady Gaga, some of that energy that Lady Gaga had, you know, 10 years ago. Bjork, that artist who is very odd, like I want her to go there. Okay, these pictures are real scary. These pictures are scary, you guys. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me not. Okay, let's just do that. Let's say weird. We're gonna say, I'm over here about to scare my daggone self. Okay, so Doja Cat's gonna be weird for us. We want it. Give it to us, hun. Okay, so Doja is an oddball. This one? This just gets worse and worse as we go on. Okay, Doja's an oddball. Next, do you see, what would y'all do what would these artists do without me? What would they be doing without me? Okay, next artist that I want to see go in a bit of a different direction is my girl SZA. SZA has made a name for herself, and her claim to fame kind of is being like this stream of consciousness type of lyricist and songwriter, where she kind of just, it's almost like she's singing all of her thoughts, and a lot of people have resonated with that because they feel the same things that she feels. And she's a bit of a hippie, and we love that about her. We love that She embraces just that inner flower child, so to speak. And like her video that she came out with recently for Good Days was actually kind of spot on. And I think that what I want to see from her is, I love Brandy's energy on the Full Moon album. Now this is old. I'm a Brandy stan, period, forever, okay? I love the way that Brandy presented herself on this album, but I want to see SZA look something like this. And I want her sound to sound a little more concrete, a little more traditionally R&B. Like I love what she has on here, so I think I want to see her look like this more. Hold up now, wait a second. Like I want her to look a little bit harder. So let's, you know, just for the sake of this, let's put a moon in the top. Yes, yes. This is what I'm talking about. She's very chill and relaxed, and that's fine. And we've seen that, but now I want to see her come a little bit harder with the R&B. So I'm gonna put SZA goes hard with it. Okay, let's find a better font. It's like SZA goes hot with it. That's what it looks like. Okay, this is hideous. This one? All right, whatever. Moving on. Okay, so the next artist that we are going to critique is Trevor Jackson. So Trevor Jackson is from Grownish. And so he also been putting out music, and the thing is, nobody talks about his stuff. And it really makes me upset because Trevor's really talented and he's good. First thing I want him to do is, I want you to get off Grownish. Trevor, are you listening to me? You don't need that show no more. The world don't need that show no more. So get off of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about your videos. Now, Trevor likes to be very cinematic, okay? He likes to have videos that have a story. He seems like he's very inspired by maybe Michael Jackson and The Weeknd. And I ain't got nothing against it. However, so the last 2 songs he put out was this one, which was like, was it Just a Friend? He put out Just Friends recently, okay? And that song was just not up to the standard of his previous songs. It's good, but it's not as good as his previous songs were. And it was once again kind of like another cinematic adventure. And I'm like, why are we always going on adventures with you, Trevor? Why can't we just sit and chill and listen to you sing? This right here is his most recent video, Get to You. And as you can see, he looking a hot doodly mess. He's looking tore up and tore down at the same time. Trevor, you don't have to do all of this stuff. You actually can sing, baby. So what I want for him, I want to stop the antics. Like we see his potential, we see what he's capable of, so I'm glad he showed it to us. But what I really want for him to do is, what I want is something more like this, okay? I want him to do similar to D'Angelo, How Does It Feel? D'Angelo created a moment with that song. I want Trevor Jackson to create a moment, like a moment where we connect with him. Because yes, he creates moments with his other little like cinematic adventures, but it's like, I don't feel like I'm connecting personally with Trevor Jackson. Between artist and fan, I'm wanting him to I'm wanting a D'Angelo vibe. Get personal with your audience. We're gonna do that. We're gonna have a black background. Yes, looking better already. Let me get a spotlight. Can I get a spotlight? Hey, there it is. We got a spotlight right here, shining down. It looks a mess. Ooh. Let me put a spotlight right here in the photos. Okay, all right. So let's do this. I just want him to connect with us, okay? So we're gonna put Trevor is going to connect the dots. Look at this, just being big and annoying for no reason. Ew! What about this one? Okay, whatever. Look better than the one he got right now. Let me know what you think, but I think it looks better than what he's putting out right now. So the next artist we're gonna talk about, is, okay, we're gonna talk about Chloe and Hailey. Chloe and Hailey are my girls. Chloe and Hailey are on a roll, okay? They're hot right now, and I love to see it. So oftentimes the sisters dress in very almost identical outfits. I want them to stop doing that. I want us to think about the Spice Girls and how they presented themselves to the world. They presented themselves as having their own unique personalities and their own unique takes on womanhood. this is what I want for Chloe and Hailey, okay? So also similar to BTS does this thing that I love where they have 7 members in their group, but a lot of their members have their own unique, each member has their own unique style. And so one thing that BTS does that I really appreciate is they allow each person to put out a song that sounds more tailored to their unique style. Their next album, I want them to have, of course, songs together, but I want them to have songs separately on the same album, similar to what BTS does. We know that Chloe is the sister that she's the va boom, okay? So I would like to see Chloe. How about visually, they actually show what they are. Like Chloe is like the one who's like, she's on fire, she's sizzling, she's hot. And in the same way, Hailey is cooler and calmer, and when she sings, she has this very soothing quality to her voice. So why don't we really fall back on that and have her be dressed in blue? We're gonna play around with fiery images for Chloe, and then our girl Hailey is just, she's underwater, honey. So let's get some water pictures. I think this is a really cute idea for them to play around with fire and water and how they both embody these types of vibes. Let's say Chloe and Hailey are elemental. Don't know what that means, but I don't know. Ooh. Okay, so let's just start with this. Ooh. Next artist we're gonna talk about Victoria Monet. Okay, and this right here is my girl. She's an amazing songwriter and she's an amazing singer. Her recent stuff, her last, I think it's her album, it's called Jaguar. And so she's been pushing that for about a year now. The thing is though that so many of the visuals for that album have been kind of just all over the place, and I want her stuff to be more consistent. She has a video where she's in the forest or in the jungle with a jaguar. She has a video where she's a cowgirl. She has a lot going on. So what I really want from Victoria is, okay, I want her to do something, you know, my whole thing is strip down. I keep saying strip down for so many artists because I want to see a more cohesiveness, and I think it's easier when you're not including so much stuff. I love this picture of her right here because it's just simplicity. So I want to see her stripped down, and I actually want to see a visual similar to something Britney Spears did with Toxic. Silver background, the light. I love that, like Britney Spears has like a nude onesie bodysuit on. Okay, so I love this right here. I just want her to do something like really simple and sexy. And so let's say that Victoria is sexy and cool. Similar to what I said about Trevor, Victoria doesn't need a lot. Victoria is so beautiful, and her voice is like, I really want us to just focus on the voice, on this voice that she has, nothing else. Yes, Victoria Monet is sexy and cool. City Girls. Okay, so City Girls has gotten, JT and Carisha are just in different places right now. JT's in a relationship, and then Carisha's in a committed relationship, and she has 2 kids. And so what I want from the 2 of them, I want them to embrace those themes in their music. We know what it sounds like when they embrace themes of being a hustler, of being sexually free. Like, we know what that sounds like, and they've done that so many times. So what I want is, I want JT to maybe explore different themes about love. I mean, she's in love with Uzi. So let's see. I just want her to just be honest. Let's get like a pink background. And then I want Carisha to talk more about what it's like to be, maybe, I don't know, to be a mother. Like, explore those themes in her music. What it's like to be a working mom, what it's like to be a mom who's famous. Like, so let's put like baby room, I don't know, because she just recently had a baby, so why not give her these daggone baby toys, bruh. So let's do City Girls, no, City Girls to Women. So like, instead of like Boys to Men, but we're gonna say City Girls to Women. I hate this font. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's do City Girls to Women because they're growing up. And it's okay for them to just admit that we're not the same girls we were 3 or 4 years ago. Like, that's totally fine. Last and final artist that we are going to talk about where they should go next is Ari Lennox. So Ari Lennox is in a stage where she seems like she's trying to reinvent herself. She's been posting more and showing her weight loss, and she looks good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like sis is doing it. She looks good and she looks happy and confident, and I love that. But then she did a thing that was weird to me. She put out the song with Queen Naija. They have a song out right now called Set It Up, and I'm not exactly loving everything about this song. Like, I like that she's not giving pick-me energy like she does sometimes in her music, but I feel like it's not really her. I feel like that's more Queen Naija's style and more her vibe, and I'm not really seeing Ari, the Ari that I love and the Ari that I fell in love with. So I want Ari to get back to her Shea Butter Baby days. I think that when she was doing that, she really stood out. Like, that's her pocket. Her being that earthy, soulful artist, we need more of that. I don't want her to lose sight of that. Okay, so we're gonna have her be in a room with some plants, just to highlight the fact that good sis is just in a really good, wholesome place right now. And also, as far as musically goes, I really want Ari to stay in that soul R&B lane, but I want her to utilize more instrumentation in her music. So we're gonna give her a trumpet player. We gonna give my good sis a trumpet player behind her. There she is. Let's see if we can crop her out of this. Okay, so we want a trumpet player in here. Okay, right here. Maybe even some strings, so like an orchestra. I just want her to explore more things than she has in the past. So let's see, let's give her like a little quartet child. So I want her to get back to her little Shea Butter Baby greatness, but I want her to expound on that with different musical sounds, strings, trumpet, stuff like that. A saxophone. Okay, so we didn't all make it, but some of us did. So the ones that did, we gonna be right here. And then we're gonna say, what we gonna say about this? We're gonna say Ari is Shea Butter Baby Reloaded. Ari is Shea Butter Baby Reloaded. Yay! Okay. Okay, so that was fun. That is gonna conclude this video, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.